Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online session. This is biology session, habitat, adaptations in living organisms, part 7. So in the last class we have discussed about the human activities which destructs the environment and the problems arise due to the destruction of habitat. The methods of waste disposal, we have ended the class with methods of waste disposal. In the today's class, more about the environmental problems we are going to discuss. Are you ready, children? Let us proceed. Climate change. Climate change is yet another environmental problem that has surfaced in last couple of decades. Okay, from the past 20 years, the climate change every year during the summer, the temperature is raised. A slight change in the climate is also shows its lot of impact on the living organisms. This climate change occurs due to rise in global warming, which occurs due to increase in temperature of atmosphere by burning of fossil fuels and release of harmful gases by industries. The climate change has various harmful effects, but not limited to melting of polar ice caps, the change in the seasons, occurrence of new diseases, frequent occurrence of floods, and change in overall weather scenario. Okay, the term weather scenario we are using means the history. If you compare the climate at present and some 20 years back, the climate, there is a lot of variation. Okay, so these climate changes occur due to pollution, atmospheric pollution, effects of air pollution on plants. If you see, okay, there is causes of fruit damage, leaf damage. So we are seeing nowadays chlorosis and necrosis, means the leaf, green part of the leaf is killed by the chemicals. It is called the necrosis. And even mottled spots on leaves, slow growth, less yield of crops, and even cause of premature death of plants also seen. These are all the effects of air pollution. On animals and human beings, if you take the effect of pollution, about 40% of the human death occurs due to air pollution. Increased susceptibility to disease. Okay, diseases easily susceptible. Okay, suspect to the diseases, causes cancer and genetic mutations, causes respiratory ailments and asthma, hay fever and allergic diseases. These are all the consequences of air pollution. Even it causes cardiovascular diseases and neuronal diseases, means damage of the central nervous system also takes place due to air pollution. Okay, mainly the air pollution occurs in two ways. One is particulate pollution and gaseous pollutants. Particulate pollutants are the metallic particles, dust particles, soot means carbon by the incomplete burning of the fossil fuels. Soot is added to the atmosphere. Aerosols, and smoke. Okay. So these are all the pollutants, and gaseous pollutants, if you take, it constitute carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, hydrogen sulfide and sulfur dioxide. These added to the atmosphere, which lead to acid rains. So these are the impact of acid rains. And due to global warming, see, there is no specific time for these cyclones. Anytime the cyclones are occurring, okay, during summer also, and there is increase in the temperature. See the green, lustrous green earth surface converting into desert due to climate changes. Okay. Next, loss of biodiversity. The human activity is leading to extinction of species and habitats and loss of biodiversity. The ecosystems which it took millions of years to perfect, to form, are in danger when any species population is decimating, disappearing, becoming extinct. Okay, the balance of the natural processes like pollination, which is very crucial to the survival of the ecosystem, and human activity threatens this pollination by insects because of using abundant usage of these pesticides and insecticides, not only killing the harmful insects but also killing the friends of the farmer. Some insects acts as friends of farmer, okay, like butterflies, honeybees, okay, wasps. So they are all involved in the process of cross pollination, which is the major event in the yield of the crop field. Okay. So another example is the destruction of coral reefs in the various oceans, which support the rich marine life. Okay. The human invaded or what do you call, conquer the space, the seabed, everywhere. Wherever the human placed the leg, the destruction started. Okay. So the destruction of the forests, destruction of the marine wealth, that is collapsing the coral reefs, will also shows its impact on the marine environment and the terrestrial environment. Okay. So it is very dangerous. So destructing the trees may increase the sound pollution, noise pollution. Okay. And especially the causes of noise pollution: jet plane or rocket takeoff, use of loudspeakers and music systems, traffic noises, industrial and factory noises. Okay, the effects are very psychological disorders, hearing disability in human beings, sleeplessness and increased heartbeat, altered breathing pattern and stress. These are all the problems arising due to the noise pollution. Okay. Deforestation. What is deforestation? Our forests are the natural sinks of carbon dioxide and produce fresh oxygen, as well as helps in regulating the temperature and rainfall. Okay, in a certain region we can determine the rainfall by counting the number of forests. The more number of forests, there is more rainfall, there is more fresh air, fresh oxygen. Okay. So at present the forest covers the 30% of the land, but every year tree cover is lost, amounting to the country of Panama due to growing population demand for more food, shelter and cloth. Due to increase in the human population, the forests are destroyed. Not only the wealth, the forest determine the wealth of the country, it also determines the health and the natural resources of the country. So growing of the forests is very, very important. Deforestation means clean the green, the cleaning of the forests. Deforestation simply means cleaning of green cover and making that land available for human residences, industries or commercial purposes, converting into plots. This is the foolish behavior of the humans, foolish activity which leads to increase in the pollution and disturbing the ecological balance, which may lead to extinction of many natural species. Okay. So different plant and animal species becoming extinct due to these human activities. So deforestation is the most dangerous activity. It must be avoided, it must be minimized, it must be stopped. Okay. Next, ozone depletion. So it's also a major problem. The ozone layer is an invisible layer of protection around the planet that protects us from the sun's harmful rays, and the depletion of the crucial ozone layer of the atmosphere is attributed to the pollution caused by chlorine, bromine found in what do you call, in the form of chlorofluorocarbons. Chlorofluorocarbons, they denature or destroy the ozone. What is the formula of ozone? O3. Okay. So during the depletion, the ozone is converted to oxygen. So this is the ozone layer is present in the stratosphere region of the atmosphere. So once the toxic gases, the gases like CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, the toxic gases reach the upper atmosphere, they cause a hole in that ozone layer, the biggest of which is above the Antarctic. Okay, the biggest hole is formed near the Antarctic region. The chlorofluorocarbons are banned in many industries and consumer products. The ozone layer is valuable because it prevents the harmful ultraviolet rays, UV radiation from reaching the earth. The ozone layer is valuable because it prevents harmful ultraviolet radiation from reaching the earth. Okay. This is one of the most important current environmental problem. Ozone depletion is a current environmental problem. So the ozone depletion in the stratosphere, ozone is found in the upper part of the atmosphere called stratosphere. Ozone gas is continuously formed by the action of ultraviolet rays on molecular oxygen. The thickness of ozone column is of the measured in Dobson units. Actually, you will learn in the higher classes. The balance, the formation and the disruption gets disrupted due to the enhancement of ozone degradation by chlorofluorocarbons. These chlorofluorocarbons are generally used in the refrigerators, air conditioners, okay, or we are calling it as refrigerants. Okay. The ozone depletion is particularly marked over the Antarctic region. Antarctic, big hole is formed there. What are the harmful effects of ozone depletion? UV ultraviolet B damages DNA genetic material, causing mutation, aging of skin, damage to skin cells and various types of skin cancers. High dose of ultraviolet B causes inflammation of cornea, part of eye. This is called snow blindness, and even it may lead to the cataract, formation of a layer, okay, which forms a blurred vision, which leads to, and exposure to ultraviolet rays may permanently damage the cornea also. Okay. Acid rains. Acid rain occurs due to the presence of certain pollutants in the atmosphere. What is acid rain? An acid rain, it is very due to one of the cause of air pollution, it leads to acid rains. The presence of certain pollutants in the atmosphere. Acid rain can be caused due to the combustion of fuels, fossil fuels, or erupting volcanoes, or rotting vegetation, which release sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides into the atmosphere. Acid rain is a known environmental problem that can have serious effect on human health, wildlife and aquatic species. So these acid rains have very serious impact on the living beings. So especially the oxides of sulfur, nitrogen, okay, when they reach the atmosphere, they combines with the water vapor or the cloudy winds and again come back to the earth in the form of rain. Okay, the dilute acids mixes with water and reach the earth's atmosphere. So it may lead to corrosion of the buildings and even the health problems arising in the human, wildlife and aquatic species. Change in the pH, okay, in the substrates may lead to several health problems. Okay, children, hope you understood. Read the book. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.